Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Hastings College for the annual Summer Classic, the Sertoma 8-Man All-Star Classic. Thanks for joining us this evening on StriveSports.com, wherever you might be tuning in from across the state and across the nation, perhaps even around the globe. We have assembled some of the best and brightest 8-man All-Stars from across the state. Doesn't matter if you're D1, D2, or anything else. If you play 8-man football, you are eligible to try to play in this game, and you, of course, have graduated high school. The East side in their normal yellow jerseys and the West in their greens. We are just moments away from beginning the introduction of the players and coaches. So many great ties for some of these guys, multi-generations that have been selected for this game. The first one back in the late 70s, and now here we are, the 47th edition of the Sertoma 8-Man All-Star Classic. Weather here in Hastings, boy, it has been a hot summer day is what it has felt like today. We've been pretty blessed with the weather so far this week, but the last couple days it has most definitely felt like we are rapidly approaching summer weather conditions. So the heat, the humidity definitely up. In fact, some thunderstorms popping up around the state as well. So we've got introductions, we've got an invocation, we'll have the national anthem all coming up as we get you set to go for the 47th edition of the Sertoma 8-Man All-Star Classic.
Complex at Hastings College and Lloyd Wilson Field, and the 47th annual Sertoma 8-Man Football All-Star Game. Since 1978, the 8-Man Football Coaches Association, with the cooperation of the Hastings Sertoma clubs, have brought together the very best of the recently graduated senior class of 8-man football players from one end of the state to the other. This East-West matchup never fails to entertain. We're ready now for the next big game. So right now, let's meet the players for this year's game. Medals will be presented at midfield by Nathan Glaus from Palmer, the president of the Nebraska 8-Man Coaches Association. He'll be assisted by Vice President Jim Clarkson from Clarkson Lee, Dustin Kronhoffman, the secretary of the Coaches Association from Arapahoe, and Treasurer Brian Blevins from Lawrence Nelson, along with aspiring 8-man All-Star from Lawrence Nelson, Cruz Blevins. Meeting the players now, starting off with the West squad, wearing number 0. It's Theron Miller, a 6'1", 225-pound lineman from Hemingford. His parents are Travis and Andrea Miller, coached in high school by Joshua Dean. For the East All-Stars, wearing number 2 is Drew Earhart, quarterback out of Palmyra at 5'10", 165 pounds. His parents are Ashley Earhart and Brooke Lockett, coached in high school by Bob Fuller and Tyler Moss. Number 1 for the West All-Stars is Quincy Riker, a 5'8", 170-pound back from Twin Luke. His parents are Greg and Carol Ann Finsky, coached by Mike Kozel. Wearing number 3 for the East All-Stars is Braden Harms, a 6'2", 200-pound lineman from Weeping Water. His parents are Terry and Sarah Harms, coached in high school by Chris Smith. Wearing number 2 for the West All-Stars is Aiden Norman, a 6', 190-pound back from Fullerton. His parents are Troy and Cheryl Norman, coached by Brandon Siegel. On the East All-Stars, wearing number 4 is Isaac Whitmore, a 6'4", 175-pound back and receiver from Shelby Rising City Public School. His parents are Chris and Corey Whitmore, coached by Zach Kubik. Wearing number 3 for the West All-Stars, Brody Rogers, a 6'1", 175-pound receiver and back from Dundee County Stratman. Parents are Rhett and Sarah Rogers, coached in high school by Mike Spargo. Number 5 for the East All-Stars is Dylan Taylor, 6'1", 185-pound quarterback from Laurel Concord Coleridge. His parents are Scott and Christy Taylor, coached by Alan Capula. For the West All-Stars, wearing number 4, Camden Bowes, a 6'2", 170-pound quarterback from Southern Valley. His parents are Michael and Christy Bowes, coached by Justin Adams. For the East All-Stars, wearing number 6, Colton Clausen, a 6', 185-pound linebacker from Howells Dodge. His parents are John and Danielle Clausen, coached by Mike Spears. Wearing number 5 for the West All-Stars is Cade Smith, a 6'2", 170-pound back from Elm Creek. His parents are Justin and Holly Simp, coached by Blake Schwartz. For the East All-Stars, wearing number 7 is Sloan Pelican, a 5'9", 205-pound quarterback from Johnson Brock. His parents are Scott and Christy Pelican, coached in high school by Mitch Roberts. Wearing number 6 for the West All-Stars is Trey Cannell, a 5'10", 160-pound quarterback and safety from South Loop Arnold High School. His parents are Casey and Lolita Connell, coached by Matt Zegler. Wearing number 8, playing for the East All-Stars is Brecken Schluter, a 6'1", 205-pound back from Spring Public School. His parents are Darwin and Melanie Schluter, coached in high school by Corey Talent and Jim Pfeiffer. Wearing number 8 for the West All-Stars is Clayton Straka, a 6', 235-pound lineman from Central Valley High School. His parents are Jeremy and Mandy Straka, coached by Chip Bartos. Wearing number 9 for the East All-Stars is Wyatt Urkowski, a 5'10", 185-pound back from High Plains Community School. Parents are Kevin and Shelley Urkowski, coached in high school by Greg Wood. Playing for the West All-Stars and wearing number 10 is Nolan Foster, a 6'1", 205-pound back from Clayton County High School. His parents are Tom and Val Foster, coached in high school by Brendan Geyer. For the East All-Stars, wearing number 10 is Riley Sedback, a 6'2", 185-pound quarterback from Hartington, Newcastle. His parents are Doug and Rachel Sedback, coached by Rusty Fuller. Number 11 for the West All-Stars is Peyton Abbott, a 5'9", 180-pound back from Bridgeport High School. His parents are Bill and Angel Abbott, coached in high school by Jeremy Armour. On the East All-Stars, wearing number 11 is Jesse Stefan, a 6'2", 170-pound receiver from Guardian Angels Central Catholic High School. His parents are Adam and Christy Stefan, coached by Matthew Freitas. Number 13 on the West All-Stars is Chase Gracie, a 6'4", 185-pound back from Mullen. His parents are Tyler and Mickey Gracie, coached in high school by Wade Marsh. Wearing number 13 for the East All-Stars is Carson Wiesler, a 5'9", 165-pound receiver from Wynot Public School. Parents are Steve and Tammy Wiesler, coached in high school by Stephen Hines. Wearing number 17 on the West All-Stars is Jackson Kirkhill, a 6'4", 210-pound receiver from Dundee County Stratman. His parents are Connie and Craig Kirkhill, coached by Mike Spargo. Wearing number 14 on the East All-Stars is Maverick Hegeman, a 5'9", 160-pound back from Elkhorn Valley High School. Parents are Travis and Christian Hegeman, coached by Brandon Black. On the West All-Stars, wearing number 20, it's Connor Yonda, a 5'10", 175-pound back from Lawrence Nelson High School. His parents are Phil and Michelle Yonda, coached by Brian Blevins. On the East All-Stars, wearing number 15 is Sailor Rhodes, a 5'11", 170-pound back from Leaking Water. His parents are John and Jane Rhodes, coached by Chris Smith. Number 32 on the West All-Stars is Zeb Wild, a 6'1", 215-pound lineman from Sand Hill, Texas. He's the son of Bert and Nadal Wild, coached by Tyson Cox. Number 17 on the East All-Stars is Spencer Hilly, a 6'1", 185-pound receiver from Plainview. He's the son of Corey and Michelle Hilly, coached by Kyle Smith. Playing on the West All-Stars and wearing number 33 tonight, it's Dylan Looking, a 6'2", 220-pound back from Elgin High School. Coached by, the parents are Jill Sitzer and Monty Looking, coached by Greg Wimhoff. On the East All-Stars, wearing number 18 is Cale Gustafson, a 6'5", 225-pound tight end from Osceola. His parents are Mark and Kendra Gustafson, coached by Luke Erickson. Wearing number 37 for the West All-Stars is Taylor Smith, a 6'1", 230-pound back from Giltner. His parents are John and Leanna Smith, coached by Chip Bartos and Dane McConnell. Wearing number 23 for the East All-Stars is Spencer Ebersacher, a 6'2", 190-pound end from Exeter, Milligan Friends. Parents are Mr. and Dr. Delane and Heather Ebersacher, coached by Corey Collins and Jim Pfeiffer. Wearing number 44 tonight for the West All-Stars is Rocky Miller, a 6'1", 240-pound lineman from Lawrence Nelson High School. Parents are Brent and Terry Miller, coached by Brian Blevins. For the East All-Stars, wearing number 28 is Tanner Volpe, a 6', 280-pound lineman from Blooming Davenport. Parents are Chris and Sarah Volpe, coached by Mark Rotter and Chris Andersona. Wearing number 47 for the West All-Stars is Joey Salas, a 6'3", 250-pound lineman from Southbridge Calais High School. Parents are Shane and Ken Salas, coached by Matt Ziegler. On the East All-Stars, wearing number 32 is Dylan Higby, a 5'8", 170-pound back from Clarkson Lee. Parents are Nate and Katie Higby, coached by Jim Clarkson. On the West All-Stars, wearing number 48 is Rhett McFadden, a 5'11", 190-pound back from Sand Hill, Texas. Parents are Rick and Don McFadden, coached by Tyson Cox. Wearing number 33 for the East All-Stars tonight is Kurt Hudbaugh, 6'4", 195-pound end from Twin River. Parents are Ray and Denise Hudbaugh, coached by Kaylin Cook. On the West All-Stars, wearing number 70 is Boone Snyder, a 6', 254-pound lineman from Sutherland High School. Parents are Darren and Heather Snyder, coached by Matt Mortimer. For the East All-Stars, wearing number 50 is Sam Clements, a 6'1", 230-pound lineman from Elmwood Murdoch. Parents are Andy and Casey Clements, coached by Lance Steffen. For the West All-Stars, wearing number 75 is Derek Knopfinger, a 6'3", 330-pound lineman from Dundee, County Sutton. Parents are Sandy and Mommy Knopfinger, coached by Mike Spargo. For the East All-Stars, wearing number 52, Mason McIntyre, a 6'2", 265-pound lineman from Bloomfield High School. His parents are Curtis and Chrissy McIntyre, coached by Matt Pizza. Wearing number 81 for the West All-Stars is Brecken Erickson, A 6'3", 225-pound win from North Platte St. Pat High School. Parents are Sammy Erickson and KJ Smith. Coached by Kevin Dotson. For the East All-Stars, wearing number 55 is Alex Noy, a 5'11", 220-pound back from Class County Community School. Parents are Charles and Neely Noy. Coached by Matt Carroll. Wearing number 88 for the West All-Stars is Trey Apple, a 6'4", 215-pound and from Ainsworth High School. Parents are Jason and Michelle Apple. Coached by Jesse Owens. Wearing number 64 for the East All-Stars is Nathan Hageman, a 6'4", 215-pound lineman from Howell South. Parents are Kevin and Lisa Hageman. Coached by Mike Sears. Wearing number 93 for the West All-Stars is Drew Kmitzer, a 6'3", 285-pound lineman from Elwood High School Highline. Parents are Bryant and Lori Kmitzer, coached by Ben Siegel. And wearing number 81 for the East All-Stars, it's Mitchell Huff, a 6'2", 180-pound in from Stanton. His parents are Rob and Gretchen Huff, coached by Dave Stoddard. And now for the coaching staff for tonight's ball game. An assistant coach for the West All-Stars, Chip Bartos from Central Valley High School, along with his wife, Allie Bartos, and their kids, Harper and Jeff. Assistant coach for the East All-Stars is Cody Volk from Pender High School. His wife Amy and their kids Braxton, Ryan, Harry, and Matt. Assistant coach for the West All-Stars is Brendan Dyer from Perkins County High School. Assistant coach for the East All-Stars is Lance Steffen from Elmwood Murdoch, along with his wife Katie, their children Titus, Eloise, and Magnus. Assistant coach for the West All-Stars is Zane Young from Twin Luke High School, along with his wife Teresa Young and their kids Quade, Claire, Question, and Quincy. And assistant coach for the East All-Stars, Clint Hobble from Sayre Central High School, along with his wife Kim and their children Sydney, Piper, and Leah. And now for the head coaches for tonight's ball game for the West All-Stars. Head coach Mike Colville from Twin Luke. Along his wife Amy, children Carly, Madison, Pike, and Jamie and family. And head coach for the East All-Stars, Mitchell Shepard from Sayre Central High School, along with his wife Kim, children Melanie, Valerie, Natalie, and Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, the players and coaches for tonight's 8-man All-Star football game.
So there's our players and coaches for today's game. Next up, our invocation.
Will be offered by Damon Heitman, the associate pastor of the First Presbyterian Church of Hastings.
If you are so inclined, I invite you to join me in a moment of prayer. As we gather this afternoon, O God, we ask that you watch over and provide safety for all those playing in today's game and for all those who have gathered to lend their support and celebration. And we bring to you, O God, our particular thanks for all the members of the Sertoma organization and their benevolent actions towards others. Thank you for inspiring within them lives of service to their neighbors in need. May they continue to dedicate themselves to acts of kindness, and may their actions continue to be a blessing to others and to their community. Amen.
As we continue to stand and gentlemen remove cover, our national anthem will be performed by the Hastings Men's Chorus of the Plains.
Good evening once again, everybody, and welcome to Hastings College, Lloyd Wilson Field, for the 8-man All-Star Classic. Every summer, the best and brightest from the 8-man ranks across the state make a trek here to Hastings, and this game this week has been filled with activities and reasons that we play beyond just the game of football. But for tonight, these athletes get to strap on the pads and a helmet one more time. For some, it's just the next step on an ever-evolving career. Might be at the hardwood for basketball, perhaps track, perhaps football still in the future. For others, this will be one last time with the helmet and pads. It is something that you just can't quite shake. You also can't quite explain it. For someone who's never put on a helmet and shoulder pads and toiled away in summer sun and tried to make it till you were playing in the blistering cold, you just quite don't know what it means to be able to put on a helmet, shoulder pads, and beat heads with a guy right across the line of scrimmage from you. But for these guys here tonight, they get to do it one more time. My name is Eric Allgood. Thanks for joining us on our All-Star crew for the All-Star game. It's the West in the green jerseys, winners of this game a year ago. They'll be kicking off to the East All-Stars in their traditional gold jerseys. We've got some awesome athletes, not just football players, but awesome athletes, players, student athletes as well. For the East, Drew Earhart is back deep, along with Sailor Rhodes, Palmyra, and Weeping Water checking in as they will start things up here for the East, who will be on offense first. Looking forward to a big game. Pretty good south wind, about 20, 30 miles an hour or so. It has kicked up some storms across the state, so hopefully those storms stay away from us for now. They are a little bit off to the east and north, and that would be moving away from us. So we'll keep an eye on the radar, so you don't have to. Elijah Mosier will be down on field side throughout the game as well with interviews of some of these players. And I had one thing for Elijah before we started. Make sure you get the big guys. They have the best characters sometimes. The West kicks off, and here we go for the 47th edition of the 8-Man All-Star Classic through the back of the end zone and a touchback. And that will bring out our East offense. First, the quarterback, Sloan Pelican of Johnson Brock, basketball champions this year. He's a pretty good quarterback too, folks. Brecken Schluter of EMF, pretty good running back. He will start at the tailback position. Carson Weisler of Wynot at wide receiver. Cale Gustafson of Osceola and Mitch Hupp of Stanton will be your two tight ends. And you want to talk about athletes that you can line up anywhere. Those are two good ones. It's Pelican in the shotgun, and on first down he wants a quick throw. It's Hupp out to the near side, across the 30, and good for a first down. So Hupp makes the first catch, and we are off and running after the 12-yard gain. The offensive linemen, Alex Noyd of Cross County, Nathan Hegeman of Howells Dodge, and Tanner Bolte of BDS. A little diamond formation here. That's a big old power set as the pile moves for Schluter as he gets it out across the 35. They will give him, they'll move it right to the 36, so 4 yards on the play. Pelican back in there. Takes a snap, will hand it off to Schluter, and a good pile made. The defensive tackle made by Jackson Kirchall of Dundee County Stratton. What a career that young man had. Gain of 2 will bring up third down, and a good 5 to go here for the East All-Stars. Moving directly into that south wind. Minute and a half gone by here in this opening period. Gustafson split out to the left. That's Hupp to the bottom. Pelican in the shotgun. Gustafson in motion, and a little cross block action, and nothing doing for Schluter there. Swallowed up well. Right out of the gate coming there was Rhett McFadden of Sandhills Thedford in on that tackle. Rhett made just a couple of those, I think, over the course of his career. But after the no gain there, that is fourth down, and it will be a punting situation. And again, going dead into the wind. That is Schluter in punt formation. Of course, he becomes a threat to run, and there he goes. Takes off on the fake punt, and he's out of bounds, and it's a first down carry for Brecken Schluter. The first big play for either offense results in the 14-yard run and a first down for the East. That was a fun little, not even a razzle-dazzle. That was just what EMF made a lot of yards on this year. You get a third and medium or so, but when Schluter's your punter, you can roll him back there and see if the defense rolls with him. Pelican in the shotgun, giving some directions to Hupp. He was split to the near side. Pelican looking to his right, looking for Hupp. Now will lob it. Oh, that wind caught it bad, though, and the pass falls incomplete. And you saw right there, at least if you could see it the way I could, boy, that ball was fluttering a bit out of the hand of Pelican, and then it caught the wind and just stopped in midair. The clock stopped. Second down and 10 to go. 9:34 officially on our game clock. 31 on Marcus's clock. I'm not going to hold it against him. We just won't mention the time the rest of the night. You can see what it is. Pelican and Schluter in the backfield. Gustafson is the tight end on the left of the formation. Little read option. Pelican going to keep it himself this time, and he runs smack dab into Kirchall. Also in on that tackle, Brody Rogers, a couple of the DCS boys in on that one. But a nice carry for Pelican. We'll give it 6 yards for Sloan. It will bring up third down. And a good 4 to go. There's that power set again. This time, it was not. Schluter faked taking the snap that time, and actually taking it was Sam Clements of Elmwood Murdoch, who had lined up in that fullback position in the backfield, but Clements and the team kind of dropped it, and that is a loss of 6. So now 4th and 10 to go here for the East All-Stars, just on their own side of midfield. They got to get right to the 40-yard line of the West. And again, looking straight into that win. So what do the East All-Stars and Coach Mitch Shepard want to do? They want to, actually the West is going to take the time out. So they're going to talk a few things over. Like we said, I want to mention our crew today. Marcus Shear has joined us as our producer. Mitchell Brandt, who we gave too many accolades to during our All-Star games. So we'll talk about you later. But Mitch is directing and running replay today. Quinn and Damon on our cameras up top. Alex running camera on the field. And Elijah will be checking in with some sideline reporting as well. And as always, it's Hoosier just making sure everything's plugged in correctly. It took us a little bit, but we finally got that third camera to pull in. Thanks, Hoosier. And then excited to have a couple of content creators that we haven't had before. And we'll talk, as we get ready for this play, we'll talk a little bit more about the content creation around this contest coming up in just a little bit. So the East All-Stars come out on 4th and all of 10, a little bit more than 10 actually. Pelican in the shotgun. That's Weisler to the bottom of the field, Hupp to the top, and just wanted to try to draw the West off sides, and instead we'll take a timeout and maybe think about this a little bit more. Well, we've got Mason from Friend and Grace from Shickley on our content team today, and so if you have seen the hype video that played right here at the intro of our game tonight, or perhaps you saw it on social media that posted on Thursday, shot a little bit in the drone stuff. Hoosier got that with the drone, but the rest of the clips on the ground and the video edit put together by Grace at Shickley, she jumped right in and said, yes, I can do all of this. And so we said, go. Also excited to have Mason on hand today. He'll be taking care of some photos, and we'll have some game day graphics going out on the Strive Sports Twitter account. So make sure, the X account, which just sounds weird. I don't like it. It just sounds weird. But social media will have Mason's stuff as well. So now we'll try the 4th down and 11. Option play. Pelican going to keep it, cuts back, and that swarming defense not going to let him go, but more than a couple of yards. Guy on the bottom of the pile is Quincy Riker of Twin Loop, who will get a start at running back, but he was out there first on defense, and that will be a turnover on downs forced by the West All-Stars. So now back to the West for the first time, and this is going to be a read option for Trey Connell, and he slides to his stop, despite Dylan Taylor of LCC come flying over the top, but that will be a couple of yards there for Connell, and the West will have a second down and short. Connell at quarterback. We mentioned Riker and also Aiden Norman of Fullerton expected to start in the backfield. Excuse me, that on the tackle before. Theron Miller of Hemingford was in on that. Connell, little counter play. And this is his running back, Quincy Riker of Twin Loop, and churns his way forward for a couple, but good swarming defense. Colton Clausen of Howells Dodge in there, along with Dylan Taylor of Laurel Concord Coleridge. Sailor Rhodes of Weeping Water came over the top as well, and it will be 3rd down and about 3. Okay. How about after this play? 3rd and 3. And the quick hitter there for Brecken Erickson And he's going to be right at, going to be just shy, actually. Let's send it down onto the sideline and check in with Elijah. Yeah, tell Hoosier on that.
Hoosier, we don't have any audio.
Because I can hear it.
Now we do.
Okay. All right, thanks, Elijah. As we get a 4th down carry on the toss sweep and a cutback, and it's going to scoot for the touchdown. Quincy Riker takes it all the way. 6 points for the West squad. Bowling for 6 for Riker and the West. So now the conversion attempts upcoming. And a quick pass over the middle is incomplete. But the damage done so far, the West leading 6-0. We will take a short break, and we'll come back to Hastings College in the Sertoma All-Star Classic after this.
Just shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. You can shop our entire inventory from the comfort and convenience of your own home. Just select a vehicle and create your deal. Get an estimate for your trade-in, choose your finance or lease option, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle and any final paperwork directly to your door. It's as simple as shop, click, drive. Buy a vehicle the way you want. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at dinsdaleauto.net.
Quincy Riker of Twin Loop scoots at 41 yards for the touchdown, and the West is on the board first in the 47th edition of the 8-man All-Star Classic. From the 13-yard line is where this starts, and out to the 30-yard line, so a 17-yard return. That was Weisler that had that return.
Zeb Wild in on the tackle for the West All-Stars. The return is out to the 30-yard line for the East All-Stars to take over. First and 10.
Quick pass again near side. Hupp on the catch on the pass from Pelican. That's been the best play so far. Passing-wise, Brody Rogers, though, a sure-handed tackle. And we've got another interview. Let's go down with Elijah, sideline.
Down here with Quincy Riker. Nice play there. Opening touchdown. How does it feel?
Feels amazing. You know, it's a beautiful day. Great day for some football. Got some great teammates. Trey, lead blocker. Big block for me on the edge. And just had to make it happen, you know, for the side.
Been a big week out here for you guys, training all week. How does it feel to be playing in one more high school game?
Yeah, it feels amazing. You know, not everybody gets the opportunity to come out here and play this. So to be able to just show out for my family and show out for, you know, my county, my school, and everything, you know, it feels amazing. It feels amazing.
All right, get back up there and score some more touchdowns.
You know I will. I got you.
All right, Eric, we'll have more coverage throughout the game here on the sidelines. Back up to you for now.
Thanks a lot, Elijah and Quincy. Yeah, let's go score some more touchdowns, shall we? Out to the 42, so that carry good for 6 and a first down for the East from Schluter. First and 10 from the 42. Pelican in the shotgun. Weisler and Gustafson. That's Gustafson in motion. Fake a handoff. Pelican wants the dump pass to the left, and it's knocked down. Brecken Erickson got in the backfield along with Theron Miller to break that up before it could go anywhere else. And it has been just a 50-50 chance to try to get something going through the air. It is tough against that south wind, but the East has certainly tried so far. Schluter in the backfield. He will take an option pitch. Has some blockers out in front of him. Follows them well. Bursts up the sideline, and he's got a first down as Schluter takes it into West territory. They will mark him out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That is 17 yards on the carry for Schluter, who has been the workhorse so far. 6 carries and 43 yards for Schluter so far in the ball game. Last guy over the top there was Chase Gracie, the free safety from Mullen. Got some help from Brody Rogers of DCS as well. So first and 10 here for the East. Trying to answer back as Schluter takes another handoff and slithers his way forward. And at West, or the East All-Stars, I should say, had a great push. Bolte from his center position. When the center gets up and knows he had a good block, you know it's a really good push by the offensive line. 6 yards there, though, for Schluter. Spencer Hilly of Plainview going to split out to the top of your screen. Pelican in the backfield with Schluter to his left. Handed off to Schluter. Boy, it doesn't take much of a gap. He runs so well leaning forward, and Schluter is going to get 5 yards and a first down. Five first downs already in the game for the East, and again, grinding this clock down while going into the wind. So this is, you know, if you were playing a game for real, you'd love these kind of drives. Hupp and Weisler are going to be the two receivers to the bottom of the formation. Gustafson is the tight end on the left. Pelican with Schluter to his right. Handed off to Schluter. And again, just kind of bounces off a guy or two, picks up 6 yards. Gustafson had a nice block on the edge there to seal things up. And it's Macy again from a free safety spot. When your safety on defense is in on a lot of tackles, that's usually not the greatest sign for your defense. Also coming in there was Connor Yonda, the corner from Lawrence Nelson. Second down and 4 to go as they have the ball marked at the West 24. Yes, we do play on the 100-yard version of the field. And they want the little option pitch again to Schluter, looking for the edge, but he is cut down. That is a great open field tackle that time by Yonda. And Schluter went nowhere. 0 on the play. It'll bring up third down. Boy, that was really well done. Erickson made Pelican pitch maybe just a half second quicker than he wanted, and yet still coming up to make the tackle was Yonda. As soon as he saw that play, he was firing. That's exactly what you want to see out of your cornerbacks there on that type of a play, and Yonda played it perfect. McAprang out there at left guard, and on this 3rd and 4, low snap but picked up, and now we've got an option pitch to Pelican, who's got the first down. Quarterback to quarterback there on the option play. Oh, that could be fun later on, and Pelican picks up the first down to the 17-yard line. That's a pickup of 7. I think that was Braden Harms of Weeping Water was the see the court. Yeah, he was lined up at, or maybe it was Earhart. It is Earhart. Drew Earhart of Palmyra. Wearing the Plainview arrow as he gets hammered after a low snap there.
Ball down by Drew Earhart. Back to the 22-yard line.
And move it back to the now 23-yard line. So -6 on the play. A little over a minute to go here in this first period. Checking the play cards on the wrists. Boy, that helps out in the in an all-star game, right? You can even write down what you're supposed to be doing on this particular play. Gustafson split to the left. Earhart stepping up in the pocket, has a little room. Oh, boy, ran right face first into his defender and ends up falling forward. Brody Rogers took a full force of that right in the face mask. And Earhart picks up the 6 yards he just lost previously. Third down, and I think we are going to have to get this play off before the end of the quarter. Hupp is going to split to the right. Gustafson, the tight end, on the left. Weisler split out to the left. Pelican in the shotgun. Fakes a handoff. Has some pressure. Steps up. Cannot evade number 2. And it is a fourth down upcoming. That was Erickson that came in there finally. Got some help out from Zeb Wild of Sandhills Thedford, and that's how we're going to end the first quarter of play. 6-0 West, but the East knocking on the door. We'll come back to Hastings after this.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends, it's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
The West head coach last year in the All-Star game was Ron Deacon from Oakdale. And now a few of the players that were involved in last year's football game from the 2023 All-Star game. The defensive MVP for the East was Justin Bayer from Howells Dye. The defensive MVP for the West All-Stars was Jason Loomis from Bridgeport. And the offensive MVP from last year's game for the East team, it was Easton Weber from Blooming Davenport Chickley. And most valuable player on the offense for the West last year was Aiden Fisher from Neely Oakdale. Incidentally, last year's game was won by the West All-Stars by a score of 26-6. Our congratulations to the coaches and the most valuable players involved in the 2023 Sertoma 8-man All-Star game.
And one of the fun traditions, always honoring the previous year's All-Star MVPs, and they were some good ones last year. Aiden Kuster, 250 yards passing, 80 yards rushing, couple of touchdowns, and a 26-6 win for the West a year ago. As we get back for the start of the second quarter, it is the East All-Stars putting together a great drive, but they're facing 4th down and 10 from the 17-yard line of the West. And Sloan Pelican now has the wind at his back. Sends a man in motion. That's Weisler. Pelican sets up. Now has to scramble. Looking. Oh, it got knocked out of his hands. Was it an incomplete? The initial call is incomplete. No matter what, it's 4th down, and it's a turnover on downs again for the West All-Stars. So a great job again right out of the gate by the that West defense. Little bend, don't break. And Pelicans' pass falls incomplete, and so the West will take over. Last time they had it, it took all of 3 snaps. 2 carries by Quincy Riker. The second one went 41 yards for the touchdown. So what do they come up with now on their second position here, 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line? Handoff up the middle. That is Camden Bowes, the quarterback from Southern Valley. And it was Brecken Erickson on the carry. Sailor Rhodes in on the tackle. 5 yards on the pickup for Erickson, who just kind of played everywhere for North Platte St. Pat's. Fantastic football, basketball, just that multi-athlete. If it's got a competition and a ball involved, Brecken probably pretty good at it. Little counter play coming here for Quincy Riker, and he is going to be real close to first down yardage for the West. The guys up for the East defense was Clausen of Howells Dodge, and it looks like it will be all 5 yards there for Riker and a first down. Sam Clements also in on that tackle from his nose guard position. Better at nose guard perhaps than fullback, but that's where Sam was lining up on offense 2 possessions ago. Still Bowes at quarterback here for the West. And again, a little counter block. Now cutting back across the grain. That is Peyton Abbott of Bridgeport on that carry. He picked up 5 himself. So these are nice little chunks. 7 carries, 64 yards, including that 41-yard touchdown scamper for Quincy Riker. And again, the counter play, a little counter block, and the ball comes out. And it looks like the West comes on top of it. And Abbott that time with the carry for no yards. And that will bring up 3rd down and a good 5 yards to go. Bowes the quarterback. And it's Riker at tailback now. And they're looking for the toss sweep. Block on the edge. Riker puts his head down. He leans forward. Will not get the first down. Good open field tackle there by Maverick Hageman of Elkhorn Valley. And so just 2 yards there for Riker. And it will bring up 4th down and a good 3 yards to go. Let's call it 3 yards to go. Into the wind. So a tough proposition even if you are punting this thing. Nolan Foster of Perkins County will do the honors. A little sidewinder down the near side. Hits and actually goes and takes an east bounce, and it will be 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. So 3rd possession for the East All-Stars. Both times so far stopped on downs. So they will come out with Drew Earhart of Palmyra at quarterback, Brecken Schluter of EMF, the running back to his right. Earhart wants to throw, quick pass. It is nearly intercepted. Brody Rogers was thinking about grabbing that thing and running home. Whew. Let me catch our breath. Let's go down to the sideline. Elijah Mosier.
Kuster. All right, here with Aiden Kuster, MVP of last year's game. What have you been up to since last year?
All right, we got a little malfunction there for that mic on the sideline. So we'll go back down there to Elijah here in just a little bit as a nice rolling pass is caught this time by Gustafson, and that'll be a first down for the East through the air as Earhart gets the completion. On the gain of 15.
Tackle made by Chase Bracey. Carries on into West territory down to the 40-yard line for an East first down.
So the East doing a nice job through the air. They're 3 of 7. But a 12-yard gain and a 15-yard gain thrown in there. And Schluter this time drops a snap. Now he's going to be scrambling Brody Rogers right there in the backfield. Rogers on that like a 6-yard loss there for Schluter. And now Earhart back in there, a quarterback. Hupp and Weisler to the right. That's Weisler in motion. They will hand it off to Weisler on the jet sweep, and he is pulled down from behind. Brecken Erickson pulls him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of 2 for Weisler. Good defensive pursuit. It is so hard in this All-Star game. Been doing this broadcast here for 9 years now, and every time we see it, it is just so hard to get, just a normal jet sweep that for almost every one of these guys can turn the edge on a normal jet sweep and get a good 5, if not more, yards out of it. But in this offense and against these kind of defensive guys, it is so very difficult. Little screen pass is set up. Schluter gets a big block. Now coming down the sideline, he's going to be shy of a first down, but Tanner Bolte of BDS caught out in front, and they'll love it when the center gets out and can lead block. That is a pickup of 15 yards, but it is 4th down and still 4 to go. So now 4th down. Earhart rolling to his right. Quick pass at the end, falls incomplete, was trying to sneak it in there to Hupp. Rogers, really good coverage again. The pass incomplete, and the turnover on downs once again. So another promising drive ends in downs for the East All-Stars. 6:49 to go here in the opening half. And another stop by the West. They still lead it 6-0. So the West takes it over. The quarterback run the whole way. A couple of good blocks. That is a nice run by Trey Connell of South Loop. Takes it forward for about 7. Over there on the tackle, Colton Clausen in there. And Dylan Taylor of Laurel Concord Coleridge also in there. 7 yards, though, on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Connell again deep in the backfield. Couple of running backs in front of him. This is quarterback all the way. Connell looking for an edge, spins up, and boy, there comes that pursuit again. That time it was Dylan Taylor again coming up, and Connell just gets 1. So 3rd down upcoming for the West All-Stars. High snap. And this is Riker that takes that direct snap this time, and he does have the first down. Clausen in on the tackle, but out to the 49, good for 5 yards and a first down. Riker 5 carries, 55 yards in the game. Of course, that burst of 41 yards and the touchdown, our only score of the contest here in this first half. Been a quick moving first half, it feels like. Quincy Riker deep in the backfield again. Snap it to him. Plows his way off the left side. Gets just a couple. Dylan Higbee in there, I believe, for the East defense. Yeah, there's the blue and red of Clarkson Lee. Defensive end on the far side, Kirk Hebda of Twin River as well. Riker gains 3 there, 2nd and 7 upcoming. Connell hands it back, straight back that time. Aiden Norman of Fullerton on the dive, and Norman went nowhere. Hebka with the tackle right away. Boy, just fullback dive and fullback stop. Really well done. Clausen was there as well. So 3rd and all of 7 yards to go into the wind. And Norman, the fullback, offset towards the near side. Wants the toss sweep for Riker, and there's the pursuit. Coming over the top, getting there first was Wyatt Urkoski of High Plains. And you know it when Wyatt's on the field usually. And we've got to get a good look at this on replay. You think it's got a seal, and Urkoski getting blocked even, still in there to make the tackle. So just 1 on the 3rd down carry. It's going to be 4th and 6, and a punting formation here for Nolan Foster, Perkins County. This one a better driving kick, and it will be fielded at the 11. Sailor Rhodes out there, squirts across the 25, so he will bring it to the 26-yard line, so 15 yards on the return. First and 10 for the East All-Stars. 3:20 to go here in the opening half. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we will have the 8-Man Coaches Association Hall of Fame induction ceremony. We'll hear about all of the Hall of Famers coming up. And now for the East All-Stars, a new quarterback, Riley Sudbeck of Hartington Newcastle. A little bobble on the snap, though, and ends up scooting forward for, well, losing 1. So a loss of 1. Boy, Schluter and Pelican have 13 carries and 67 yards between them. The rest of the team has 5 carries for negative 12 right now, and there goes Schluter again, bouncing off the right side, and he is just shy of first down yardage as he took that from the 25 out to the 35. We can't quite give him the 36, so we'll give him 10 yards on the play and bring up 3rd and 1. Just 1 of 5 so far on 3rd downs are the East All-Stars. And this, another drop snap in the backfield, and Erickson there to swallow up Riley Sudbeck. And that will take it back to the 29-yard line. And 1 step forward and another step back. Schluter will go into punt formation. So like we said, Schluter going into punt formation as the time winding down here. Has the wind at his back. A little rugby kick to the right. Got a spinner off the heel, though. That did not go very far. And it's going to be really good position here for the West All-Stars. Walking forward, and mark it right there just at the 42-yard line. So a 13-yard punt will put the West All-Stars in a really good position here.
1 minute, 33 seconds remaining in the half.
So now a step up, swing pass to Erickson, and he bounces off one, off two. Now still chugging forward and picks up a couple of yards. What should have been a loss perhaps on the play, Brecken Erickson turns into a 5-yard gain. Let's take it down to the sideline and Elijah Mosier.
All right, down here with Sloan Pelican, and Sloan, not a bad start, still behind a little bit on the scoreboard. How's it feeling out there?
It's different, just adjusting to the defense, which we figured they run. I mean, it's just physical ball, so we're getting settled in and hopefully keep running down the field, stop making the little mistakes.
What does it mean to you to be playing in this game?
It means everything. It's a huge accomplishment, and I feel completely honored and blessed to receive an invitation here, and it's been awesome. A week with the guys, getting to know and make friends and play football. I mean, doesn't get much better than that.
All right, best of luck, Sloan. Get back out there.
Thank you.
All right, Eric, back up to you.
Thanks, Elijah. Thanks, Sloan. And had a hold on that play. What would have been a first down carry for Quincy Riker is instead a 10-yard penalty. First penalty of the game. Moves the ball back to the 43-yard line where it will be second down and 12 with 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Like we said, coming up at halftime, we'll get the 8-Man Coaches Association Hall of Fame inductions. 12 new members going into the Hall of Fame this year. We'll talk all about them coming up at the break. 4 wide receivers faking a handoff and a burst up the middle. There's a big gap. Knifing to the outside, and a nifty little run by Trey Connell will be good for a first down. Took it from the 43 down to the 27. That's the third first down of the contest for the West. Trying to tack on to this lead here, late stages of the first half. The run out of bounds stops the clock. 46 seconds to go. Now a reshuffling of the backfield. Norman, the fullback. Riker, the tailback. They'll move Norman over and go toss sweep that way. Quincy Riker looking for the edge. Got a couple. And then Cade Sint. Excuse me, wrong team. Colton Clausen over there. And Isaac Whitmore of Shelby Rising City up there as well. 4 yards for Riker on the play. 2nd and 6 upcoming. Final 20 seconds. Riker in motion, handed off to him, and he might throw this. Well, he set up like he was going to. Now he's in a little trouble. But looking for a block. Oh, couldn't quite get back to it. That's a fantastic open field block, a tackle there by Kirk Hebda of Twin River. It's going to force a timeout for the West with 5 seconds to go. Riker evades 1 and 2, and he needed one more block on Hebda there, and he had guys lined up. Couldn't quite get to that block, though. And so the second timeout comes. Lost in all that. He did lose 2 yards, did Riker. Hall of Fame inductees lined up in the south end zone on a warm and windy night. Here at Hastings College, of course, the Physical Hall of Fame got a home here just a couple years ago inside Lynn Farrell Arena at Hastings College, which is just straight to the west of the football stadium here. Tucked back in a corner is the plaques and memorabilia of all of the Hall of Fame inductees over the years. It's quite the thing. So I know that's open during the All-Star game. So if perhaps you have an All-Star coming up in a year or two, make sure that you check that out. Even if they're not in the Hall of Fame yet, well worth your time to go see all the names listed therein. Probably the final snap of the first half. Bose launching for the end zone, and Erickson nearly got to it, but it falls incomplete, and that is how we will end the first half of play. 6-0, West leading the East here as we go to the halftime break. And coming up here in just a second, we're trying to get with Elijah Mosier, and we will send it down to Elijah right now.
Down here with Coach Shepard. And, Coach, down at the half, what are your thoughts heading into the break?
Physical ball game so far. I think offensively we've really hurt ourselves. A lot of just bobbled snaps, had some fumbles. We need to execute a little bit better, and I think we'll be all right. But, I mean, Wes has done a really good job being physical with us, but we got to just not hurt ourselves so much offensively.
What adjustments do you plan to make heading into the and tell your team?
Clean it up. We got to get our motions in the right spot. We got to get our snaps up. You know, we got to clean that area up, and I think we'll be okay.
All right, best of luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Eric, currently West leading East 6-0 at the half. We'll send it back up to you.
Commercial, because the Hall of Fame induction ceremony coming up here very, very soon. You're watching the 8-man All-Star Football Classic on Strive Sports.
Pump up your day.
Pump up my day.
Pump up my day.
Pump up my day.
With Pumped Up Rewards, you can save big on every gallon of gas just by fueling up, and even more by visiting our stores.
Do I have to?
No, just sign up. It's automatic.
Okay, good.
Sign up today at pumpandpantry.com.
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
Strive Education, we understand that the world is digital and that teaching digital media and broadcasting in the classroom can be overwhelming.
That's where we step in. We offer personalized coaching and innovative curriculum, guiding educators to integrate these critical skills into their teaching.
Our programs transform classrooms into future-ready environments, ensuring students are well-equipped for the ever-evolving digital workforce.
To learn more about how we can serve you, go to strive.education today.
All right, welcome back to Hastings College and the Sertoma 8-man All-Star Classic. Halftime, the West leading the East 6-0. But right now we've got the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So let's take a listen into all of these great inductees, 12 of them, in this year's class.
Steve was one of the best defenders to ever play while on the defensive line for legendary coach Mike Stewart. He was selected first team All-District, first team All-State, and was later named to the Husker Round Prep Class D1 All-Decade team for the 2000s. He was selected to play in the 8-man All-Star Game, the Nebraska vs. Kansas All-Star Game, and the Nebraska Shrine Bowl. Steve moved on to South Dakota State University, where he became a starter and 4-year letter winner, and a contributing member of the Jackrabbits' first ever D1 playoff team. The Nebraska 8-man Football Coaches Association is honored to welcome Steve Budgeta into the Hall of Fame class of 2024. Our next inductee is Chris Carpenter from Fall City Sacred Heart High School. Chris never lost a high school football game while playing for Hall of Fame coach Doug Gold. In that same span, he played a major role in winning 4 consecutive state titles and helped build the legendary Sacred Heart winning streak. He was honored as a first-team All-Conference, first-team All-State, captain of the All-State team, and Hustle Prep Report Class D2 Offensive Player of the Year in 1994. He was selected to play in the 1995 8-man All-Star Game and was later named to the All-Decade Team of the 1990s. The Nebraska 8-Man Football Coaches Association is honored to welcome Chris Carpenter into the Hall of Fame class of 2024. Let's meet Coach John Dahl from Meade High School. Coach Dahl dedicated over 40 years of his life to coaching Nebraska 8-man football. He compiled a stellar career record of 121 wins and 61 losses, while leading 12 of his Raiders teams to the state playoffs. His dominant 1987 team finished the season on top as an undefeated Class D1 state champion. And John was later honored as an All-Star assistant coach in 1989 and head coach for the 1993 game. John retired after the 2022 season, but he still takes great pride in the legend relationship he built with fellow coaches and watching former players grow up to become great people. The Nebraska 8-Man Football Coaches Association is honored to now welcome Coach Dahl into the 8-Man Hall of Fame Class of 2024. Introducing Josh Flores from Wattsboro High School. Josh is a multi-talented athlete that put himself, his hometown, and Nebraska 8-man football on the marquee in 2002 with an appearance in Sports Illustrated for breaking the state record while scoring 70 points and 10 touchdowns in a single game. In 2003, Josh went on to lead the Panthers to the state playoff quarterfinals for the first and only time in school history. In his senior campaign, he rushed for over 2,000 yards and was named All-Area, All-Conference, and first-team All-State. After high school, Josh also competed in the 2004 All-Star Game. The Nebraska 8-Man Football Coaches Association is honored to now welcome Josh Flores into the 8-Man Football Hall of Fame Class of 2024. Introducing Brian Hahn from Hampton High School. Brian was joined by his twin brother Mike in forming a one-of-a-kind Hall of Fame backfield during his time at Hampton. The Hawks were a stellar 22-2 during that span and competed in Nebraska's first ever 8-man state championship game. Brian was named All-Conference and All-State multiple times, while also being elected to play in the very first 8-man All-Star game in 1978. Brian is most proud of getting to play with and for fellow Hall of Famers Mike Hahn and Jim Thomas. The Nebraska 8-Man Football Coaches Association is honored to welcome Brian Hahn into the Hall of Fame class of 2024. Let's meet Hall of Famer Brandon Johnson from Russell High School. Brandon was one of the most prolific 8-man linemen ever from Nebraska's Western Panhandle. A standout multi-sport athlete who led the Tigers to a district title as a junior, the state playoffs in both 2002 and 2003, and won the 2004 Class C state heavyweight wrestling title. Brandon was an all-area, all-district, and all-state selection, and was chosen to play in both the 8-man All-Star Game and the Nebraska Slam Bowl. He went on to play for the Iowa State Cyclones, where he became a starter and 3-time letter winner for the 2004 and 2005 Big 12 North Champions. The Nebraska 8-Man Football Coaches Association is honored to now welcome Brandon Johnson into the 8-Man Hall of Fame class of 2024. Introducing Coach Kurt Johnson from Lawrence High School. From 1980 to 85, Coach Johnson's powerful Panther team played for 5 state titles over the span of 6 seasons. During that incredible run, Lawrence dominated their opposition with 68 wins to just 5 losses, while also compiling 3 state titles and 2 runner-up finishes. Kurt was also honored as an All-Star assistant coach in 1982 and head coach in 1984. Coach Johnson's program will go down in history as the Nebraska 8-man football dynasty of the early 1980s. And he cites working in Lawrence with great athletes and young men as his proudest accomplishment. The Nebraska 8-man Football Coaches Association is honored to welcome Coach Coach Johnson into the Hall of Fame class of 2024. And now, let's meet Jerry Leach from Indianola High School. Jerry started on the gridiron at Indianola in the mid-1960s. Under his leadership, the Indianola team established itself as an 8-man football power, going 10-0 and claiming a 1966 state title. In his career, Jerry was named in All-Area and All-State honoree, and was selected to play in the 1967 Stone Bowl, a rare honor for an 8-man player at that time. Jerry went on to play junior college football and made successful 8-man coaching stops in both Wallace and Legion Water. The Nebraska 8-man Football Coaches Association is honored to now induct Jerry Leach into the 8-man Hall of Fame class of 2024. And now, welcome to the field, Matt McGinn from Elmsummer Manor High School. One of the best interior linemen in his era, Matt led the Coyotes to a D1 state runner-up finish in 1996. He was chosen All-Conference and All-State 3 times, and was selected to play in the 1997 All-Star Game. Matt then went on to proudly represent Nebraska 8-man as a walk-on letter winner at the University of Nebraska. After college, he returned home where he became the head coach for his alma mater. In 2014, Matt again led the Coyotes back to Memorial Stadium for another state runner-up finish. The Nebraska 8-man Football Coaches Association is honored to welcome Matt McGinn into the Hall of Fame class of 2024. Our next Hall of Fame inductee is Travis Malati from Bloomfield High School. Travis started at running back while leading the Bees to 12 state victories and a Class D1 state runner-up finish in 2001. He raced for 2,353 yards and 52 touchdowns in that campaign, and was honored as an All-Conference, All-District, and All-State selection. Travis was also named a Class D1 Offensive Player of the Year and was selected to the All-Class, All-Nebraska football team. He went on to become the most valuable offensive player of the 2002 8-man All-Star Game. Travis then played for the University of South Dakota, where he helped the Coyotes win the NCC Conference Championship. The Nebraska 8-man Football Coaches Association is honored to welcome Travis Malati into the 8-man Hall of Fame class of 2024. Let's welcome to the field Larry Tomlinson from O'Neill St. Mary's High School. Larry started as a tight end and linebacker for legendary coach Don Kempelmeyer and the Cardinals. In that span, the team won 3 conference championships, had back-to-back undefeated seasons, and claimed the 1958 state title. He was named All-Conference and All-State and was selected to play in the first Nebraska Shrine Bowl. Larry went on to become a 3-year letter winner at the University of Nebraska, where he was the first cornhusker to score a touchdown in the Bob Devaney era. After college, he was drafted by the Montreal Reps and played 3 seasons in the CFL. The Nebraska 8-man Football Coaches Association is honored to now induct Larry Tomlinson into the 8-man Hall of Fame class of 2024. And now Hall of Fame inductee Jeff Beerhusen from Adams High School. Jeff's playmaking ability from the quarterback position helped propel his team to 3 consecutive undefeated seasons. He was instrumental in the program's historic state record at the time of 43-game winning streak. The Hornets also claimed 3 state titles for legendary Hall of Fame coach Tim Cook, while producing one of the most successful runs in Nebraska 8-man football history. Jeff only lost 1 contest in high school and was selected both first-team All-Conference and first-team All-State. The Nebraska 8-man Football Coaches Association is honored to now welcome Jeff Beerhusen into the Hall of Fame class of 2024.
That is our Hall of Fame inductees for 2024. 12 of them this year, and each as deserving as the other. We're going to take another quick commercial break. We'll have some halftime stats and highlights coming up for you in just a little bit. You're watching the Nebraska 8-Man Coaches Association Sertoma All-Star Classic on StriveSports.com.
Sportsmanship is facing every challenge in a competition and staying respectful through it all.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the game. It starts with respect.
Showing good sportsmanship can not only represent yourself in a good way, but also your school and your community.
Sportsmanship means playing the game the right way and treating others fair and with respect.
Back here at the Sertoma 8-Man All-Star Game alongside Mike Kozel, the head coach of the West. You're up 6-0 at the halftime. What did you tell your team in the locker room?
Well, I think our defense played very well that half. You know, I thought they sometimes we had a little trouble getting off the field, but we bent and didn't break. Really happy with that. Offensively, there's a few things we have to do different with our blocking assignments. We thought a little bit, but we did all right. We didn't have the ball very much at half. They had the ball for probably 2/3, if not more, of that half. So they need to try to get the ball back sooner. We're going to take the ball to start the third quarter, so hopefully we can get down and punch it in.
What are you looking forward here in the second half? Any trick plays up your sleeve, or just playing some clean football here?
We'll probably be playing plain football. We don't have too many trick plays in today. We just need to be physical, take care of the football, and tackle on defense. I think we'll be okay.
All right, go have fun out there, Coach.
Thank you very much.
All right, that is the head coach of the West, Mike Kozel. Right now, West leading East 6-0, heading into the second half right here on Strive Sports.
Thanks, Elijah. We will step aside real quick, and we'll come back for the second half after this on Strive.
Just shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. You can shop our entire inventory from the comfort and convenience of your own home. Just select a vehicle and create your deal. Get an estimate for your trade-in, choose your finance or lease option, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle and any final paperwork directly to your door. It's as simple as shop, click, drive. Buy a vehicle the way you want. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at DinsdaleAuto.net.
Highlights from the first half of action, and it was tough sledding for just about everybody. The entire that was one of the best runs right there. A good scoot for Connell as he got out of bounds, and then Riker with the only touchdown run of the contest. But it was it's just tough going. It's, as you can see, it is a defensive slugfest so far in this game. The East with 111 yards of total offense on 29 snaps. The West with 106. And most importantly, they have the one touchdown. They've got 101 on the ground and just 5 through the air. 1 of 2 passing for the West All-Stars in that first half. You heard Coach Kojal, we don't need to get fancy. We just need to stay physical. Spoken like a very good 8-man football coach, coach in general. Here's the touchdown run, the end of it there for Quincy Riker. It was a really fantastic one. It was on third down even. Did a really nice job with the cutbacks, and once he broke into the open field, there was no catching him. Riker finished that first half, 9 carries, 61 yards. Connell, 4 carries, 28 yards. Erickson had a couple carries in there as well. Abbott with 2, and Norman had 1. For the West, we mentioned 18 carries, 101 yards in the score for Quincy Riker. For the East All-Stars, the combo of Schluter and Pelican have more yards than the rest of the team does combined. Honestly, Schluter's 12 carries, 64 yards in that first half, a long run of 17 on the fake punt. And then Pelican, 2 carries, 13 yards. He was also 2 of 5 through the air for 18 yards. Drew Earhart did have 2 completions, 4 attempts, and 30 yards passing through the air, with Hupp 2 catches for 18 yards. Gustafson and Schluter each have a 15-yard catch of their own. The West will have the football and the wind to start this second half. The wind still blowing out of the south, 20 to 30 miles an hour. It's kicked up some storms in the eastern part of Nebraska, but here in Hastings, the sun is shining. We are underway for the second half, and this is Quincy Riker taking it from the 5, and he gets out across the 30-yard line to about the 32, so a nice kickoff return for Quincy Riker of about 25 yards. So 1st and 10 for the West. Trey Connell looks like he will be out there at quarterback first. Trying to make sure we got everybody, and Riker trots onto the field a little late. Peyton Abbott out there as well. The offensive line in front of him, Knerzer, Schalik, Straka up front for the West All-Stars. They have been some grinders in this ball game. High snap. Connell just pulls it down and ends up running back to the left, but he is swallowed up quick there by Kurt Hebda. And no gain on the play for Connell. Get a good look at Hebda along with Higbee, the Twin River Clarkson Lee combo. Like we said before, this game tonight puts a bow on most of the careers of these guys playing in this game. One last time to put on the pads. Connell near side. Falls forward for a couple. He's wrangled up there by Colton Clausen. So let's give him 3 yards there. And a 3rd down upcoming. With the score being what it is, you would imagine both teams pretty good on defense when it comes to 3rd downs. Just 1 for 4 in that first half was the West All-Stars. And this is Bose on the pass attempt, out into the flat and just through the fingertips of Aiden Norman. Boy, had it there for a second, but Norman couldn't quite pull it in, and that will be a fail on the third down attempt. Would have been tough. He had Sailor Rhodes of Weeping Water breathing down his neck. Would have been a tough catch and run, but that will bring up a punt formation. Jackson Kirchall will go back to punt. Jackson from DCS, and he booms this one with the wind at his back. It'll take too big of a bounce and go into the end zone. That is a 69-yard punt, though. 65, excuse me. Ball was on the 35. 65-yard punt officially. I'm not sure what the longest punt is. I think we've been longer than that, but still, really good boot and a punt, though, here in the third quarter for the West. So the East takes it back over now. Riley Sudbeck, the quarterback, to start things. He's got Brecken Schluter in the backfield with him. That is Schluter on the handoff, and he got one and then stopped quickly. That's Rhett McFadden of Sandhills Thedford, one of the inside linebackers who met him right in the hole. And Schluter gained 2 there. 2nd and 8. Sudbeck in the shotgun. Fakes a handoff, wants to throw it to the left. That's Gustafson. He's got it, and he steps out of bounds. First down catch for Cale Gustafson. Every first down is a highlight, yes. Hupp and Weisler split out to the near side. That's Rhodes and Macy on the coverage at the bottom of your screen. Inside handoff, there's Schluter, got a little seam, and he is going to be right at first down yardage. Brecken Schluter with some fresh legs after he carried it a lot in that first quarter. Picks up 12 on that burst, and it will be first down yardage for the East. Clock rolling here. 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us here on StriveSports.com. If you miss any of the broadcasts live, the replay, full broadcast replay, will be up on the website here just about as quick as we can hit upload on our StriveSports.com post. As Schluter on first down tries to go forward and wrangled down quickly. Theron Miller from Hemingford came all the way around the offensive end and knifed in there to pull Schluter down after about a 2-yard gain. But with the blockers he had in front of him, Schluter would have been expecting a little bit more, but really nice job. Also some help in there from Rocky Miller, I believe, of Lawrence Nelson in on that tackle. So 2nd and 8 here. Sudbeck has been at quarterback this entire drive. He will fake a handoff, keep it himself, and he goes down quick. Brecken Erickson pulls him down. Came around the end. Jackson Kirchall came up from a linebacker spot as well. And Sudbeck it's been tough for Sudbeck to get going anything on the ground. He has 3 carries for -6 right now in the contest. Schluter, by the way, up to 80 yards on 15 carries. He will go as a wing now to the right or to the left of the offensive line. That's Gustafson at the bottom of your screen. 4 across the middle, and Gustafson and Sudbeck can't connect on the quick slant route. And the pass falls incomplete, and it will bring up a 4th down. Just 1 of 7 on third down attempts are the East All-Stars. And Schluter will go into punt formation. And, yes, the West needs to be very wary. Schluter the first time in punt formation. Everybody ran left. Schluter just pulled it down and ran right. A couple of steps to his right. This is a low, kind of a knuckleball kick. It goes out of bounds. And take a look at the 35-yard line is where they will mark that. So just a 19-yard punt into that wind. 7:50 to go. And the West will have it for the second time here in this half. Toss sweep to the right. Peyton Abbott pops out of there somehow. A penalty flag, though, is down in the middle of the pile, and that generally indicates that one of the blockers on offense had a little bit improper hand placement on the defensive player. That is usually called holding on the offense. That will be the second penalty of the game for the West. Both of them have been holds. So 2 penalties and 20 yards marched back.
Holding penalty brings the ball back to the 24-yard line.
We'll go down to the sideline here momentarily. Elijah Mosier has snagged someone. We'll find out after this. Bo's in the shotgun. He will have Norman to his left. And a penalty, and that is going to be backwards against the West. While we have a moment, let's go down to the sideline with Elijah.
Down here with Mitchell Hupp, and there's only one player that I could come across that has played football the last 3 Saturdays. Shrine Bowl 2 weeks ago in Kearney. Yeah. Last week, the Northeast Nebraska football game in Norfolk, and now the 8-man game here tonight. Yeah. How are you feeling? How are you holding up?
Oh, it's feeling great. I'm glad for the opportunity to play these games, and it's just been a fun ride with all these guys that I've came across and played against and went against. So it's been fun.
All right, with that, what are your future plans? Because obviously you got 3 All-Star games. What are you doing in the fall?
I haven't decided yet whether to play at Nebraska or run track, so at Wayne State.
All right, well, best luck whatever you do. What's your game plan to get back out here, try to get this lead?
Just run the ball, just punch it in their mouth and just keep running that ball and hopefully throw the ball a few times, but yeah.
All right, best of luck the rest of the game.
All right, thanks.
All right, Eric, back up to you.
Thanks a lot, Elijah. When the tight end says, let's just run the ball and punch him in the mouth, yeah, why not? But Mitch, you can catch it too. That's all right. It is perfectly fine. The pass for Bose falls incomplete on what was 1st and 19, so second and 26 from the 19 coming up. A first down play takes you all the way out to the 45-yard line of the West All-Stars. And now Quincy Riker goes into the shotgun by himself, sends Abbott in motion, will fake a handoff, keep it, and absolutely nothing doing. Boy, that East defense came flying in there. It was Spencer Eberspacher of EMF who came knifing in there first. Loss of 1. He was there was no fooling anybody there, as that defensive line all but pretty much flew right around there. Also coming up immediately was Colton Clausen. He wasn't going anywhere except right into the backfield. So 3rd and 18 to go. Excuse me, 3rd and 27 from the 18. I'll get the scoreboard figured out here before the end of this game. 1 of 5 on 3rd downs in the game so far are the West All-Stars, and they got a whole bunch to go. Wind at their back, though. Connell will throw a quick pass out to Riker, who is spun down quickly. Really nice open field one-on-one tackle there made by Colton Clausen. Excuse me, that might have been Maverick Hageman. 3 yards on the play. And it will bring up a punt for Jackson Kirchhoff. Fantastic multi-sports athlete. High hanging punt. Gets a good little bounce and will go out of bounds at about the 43-yard line of the East All-Stars. Saw him just boom one last time. But still, it's been all punts so far here in the second half. 5:39 officially to go in the third quarter. Now the East will take over. The East has eight first downs in the ball game. Sloan Pelican and Brecken Schluter in the backfield. Pelican at quarterback. Takes the snap, gives the handoff to Schluter. Gets his way forward just a little bit. Dylan Luking of Elgin in on that tackle. 4 yards for Schluter on that carry. Weisler is the split out to the left side. That's Hupp at the bottom. Option play. Schluter with a head of steam. Oh, tripped up by the old turf monster there. Schluter brought himself back into the play and then tried to dive back out. Jackson Kirchhoff there to pull him down after 3 yards. So third down and about 2 yards to go. Weisler and Hupp, bottom of your screen. Give the handoff. Schluter, boy, it does so well to keep his balance after that initial contact was behind the line, and Schluter has got a first down. Let's send it down to the sideline for Elijah Mosier. Elijah?
Down here with Colton Clausen, another one who's playing in multiple All-Star games, played in the Northeast Nebraska All-Star game last weekend, playing his final high school football game tonight. How is it feeling out there on the field?
No, it's pretty fun, bro. We're pretty excited. We're all trying to fly around, make tackles. This defense, we're trying to get the offense ball back so we can score and win this game.
What does it mean to you to be playing in this All-Star game now? One more 8-man game.
No, it means a lot. Since I was little, I've loved football, and then getting to play with my brothers one last time, it's pretty cool. Me and Nathan on the same team, it's pretty awesome.
All right, you go celebrate.
Oh, yeah, kill! Sorry,
Hey, look at that. The East is on the board with a touchdown. We got ourselves a tie game. Eric, take it away.
Cale Gustafson goes 44 yards on the catch. A looking down the barrel throw there from Sloan Pelican, and Gustafson does the rest. 44 yards on the pitch and catch. Wonderful job, and the East is on the board. Gustafson outrunning Macy there at the goal line, and now the all-important 2-point conversion. Pelican rolling right, quick pass, there it is, caught for 2. And the East leading the West 8-6. 3:34 to go here in the third quarter of play. We take another look here at the 2-point conversion. Pelican, that quick rollout pass. Weisler wide open there in the flat. And it's 8-6 East. We'll come back to Hastings right after this.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends, it's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
8-6 as Cale Gustafson will tee it up here for the East All-Stars after just scoring the touchdown catch. The ball bounces free in front of Kirchall, and he dives on it at his own 28-yard line. That's where the West will take over. But we have got nothing yet. Well, I bet we're going to talk to Cale, but he just kicked off, so we got to wait just a second. The West will take over 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Kind of felt like maybe the East was beginning to lean just a little bit. Finally, the dam breaks open with a long pass. How about this? 3 receivers left. Now Riker in motion to the right, handed off to him on the jet sweep, and he is wrangled down. Man, what a tackle. Urkoski gets in there and pulls down Quincy Riker for no gain on the play. We're going to get 2nd and 10 upcoming here. Connell comes back in as Riker comes to the bench. The kind of June day that makes you thankful for air conditioning in Nebraska. We just won't let Elijah know that we're sitting in here nice and cool. Connell, quarterback run the whole way. Looking for a block. Leans forward, picks up about 4. It'll be 3rd down upcoming for the West All-Stars. Let's send it down to Elijah.
Down here with Cale Gustafson of Osceola. And more importantly, you got the lead in this game. How does that feel?
It feels great. You know, we've been sitting this full first half without a score, and we're telling ourselves we don't make mistakes. We don't make one mistake that kicks us out of that drive. We're up in this, so it feels great to get those points on the board, get a stop here, and keep rolling, hopefully.
All right, how do you keep that momentum rolling?
We got to have defense step up here. We get the ball back, no mistakes. We got to play our game with 0 mistakes, you know. I think we can keep driving the ball. We just keep having 1 or 2 plays that keeps giving us mistakes, so we just can't have that. If we keep it clean, you know, I think we keep driving it.
All right, best luck the rest of the game.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, up to Eric.
Thanks, Elijah. Congratulations, Cale. We have a 1st down run of about 6 yards for Quentin Riker, and then a flag at the end of the play, and the East All-Stars were all excited about it. And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike against the West. So the 1st down will count, and then we'll go back 15 yards, and it will be 1st and 10. So the play does happen. The play does count.
15-yard penalty brings the ball back to the 24-yard line. The result of the play was a 1st down.
And then 1st and 10.
24-yard line, 1st and 10 left.
Connell takes the snap. A couple blockers in front of him. Gets out of bounds across the 25. Gets it out to about the 27-yard line. Picks up, we'll call it 3 on the play. Clausen again in on a tackle for the East All-Stars. Again, the scoreboard up until very recently has not shown the fact that the East, it just feels like the East is more in control of what's going on in the game. We'll see if the score plays out that way or if the West can find some magic offensively. Connell will get a late penalty flag on this one here too. A personal foul, face mask on the defense. So this is going to be a free 1st down, or going to result in a 1st down. Connell got 3 yards, and now a 15-yard face mask is the first penalty of the game against the East. So put it out to the 46. It's 1st and 10. A couple penalties either way. and off we go. Connell with two fullbacks in front of him. Just power play to the left. Looks for that seam to cut up and gets it out and right just shy of the 50-yard line. And yes, 50, that does sound weird. Sam Clements of Elmwood Murdoch from his nose tackle position tracks the play down. Yes, we do play the full 100 yards here at Hastings College. Our first broadcast of this game back in 2015, we did play the normal 80-yard field, so we had the temporary goalpost in on each 10-yard line. But since then, the Coaches Association said, you know what, let's make it the right width, and let's just play 100 yards. And so that's what we've done. I'm not sure if we can see it on a replay, but Spencer Eberspacher of EMF just lit up the lead block. Watch at the top, just kaboom, just absolutely hammered the lead block on that play. It ends up still being a 5-yard carry for Riker, but Eberspacher's going to want to see that one again when we pull up the replays on this. Final 30 seconds here of this third quarter. Bose drops back, swing pass, Riker out in the flat. Can he evade? He does. Scoots down the sideline, and he's got first down yardage.
Pass is complete from Bose to Quincy Riker. Taken out of bounds by Dylan Taylor.
9 yards on the pickup and the first down. That is the first completion of the game for Camden Bose. And out of bounds does stop that clock, so perhaps one more snap here with the West with the wind at their back. It has died down a little bit, but maybe not gusting to 30, but still definitely gusting over 20. Little counter play. Give it on the right side to Quincy Riker, and he bounces around and falls inside the 35. So he picks up, or right to the 35, 6 yards there for Riker as he's racked up the carries now. 14 carries and 77 yards, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. 8-6. The defenses are having their say right now, but the final 12 minutes of the All-Star game is coming up next on StriveSports.com.
Pump up your day. Pump up my day.
Pump up my day.
Pump up my day.
With Pumped Up Rewards, you can save big on every gallon of gas just by fueling up, and even more by visiting our stores.
Do I have to?
No, just sign up. It's automatic.
Okay, good.
Sign up today at pumpandpantry.com.
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
Start of the fourth quarter. It was the East finally getting on the board. Pelican with the pass under pressure. Gustafson the catch, the scamper, and the score. The two-point conversion pass to Weisler was good. 8-6 is our score. East on top. West with the ball and driving, though. They have got second down and about 4 yards to go from the East 35-yard line. Quincy Riker is deep in the backfield. And that was Bose at quarterback. Riker evades one, but not two. Sure-handed tackle the second time through. Mason McPrang. Just 1 yard on the carry there for Riker. 15 carries, 78 yards, and of course that 41-yard scamper back in the first quarter, the only score for the West. Bose will go under center. Brecken Erickson is the fullback, and McAprang will be called for the penalty, and that will be a third down conversion. Second penalty of the game on the East All-Stars. Now Erickson is the only man in the backfield, and they will hand it off to him with 7 blockers in front. He leans forward inside the 25, down near the 21. Dylan Taylor came up and made a tackle there for the East defense. Erickson gains 6 on that play. 3 carries, 13 yards, 1 catch, 5 yards for Erickson. Couple tackles as well. You know, when you get to this All-Star game, most of these guys through their regular season and in their careers will play both ways. But typically you get into this All-Star game and you don't see many of them play both ways very much. But Erickson has a head of steam, still has the feet going down inside the 10. Yeah, it will be first and goal for the West. 14 yards on the carry for Erickson. Clausen pulls him down finally. But boy, when the big fella got rumbling, this is a one-back set. These are fullback dives, really, for Erickson, as Quincy Riker is the wing on the right side. And a lot of beef right up front. This time it's quarterback sneak for Connell. And he gets it inside the 5 down to the 3. He picks up about 6. So put it right on the 3. Second and goal from the 3. Erickson will be the fullback. Quincy Riker he'll be a wingback on the left side of the formation. Connell under center will turn, give it to Erickson, bounces to the left, and is in there for the touchdown. So touchdown there for Erickson from 3 yards out. Now the all-important conversion. Bose wants a quick pass. It is caught at the goal line and in there. Riker in the end zone. So an important 2-point conversion makes it 14-8. The West on top, and they snag the momentum back from the East. What a nice little pitch and catch right at the goal line as Riker gets in there. Let's step aside. Let's come right back. We'll have more of this fourth quarter action from the 8-man All-Star Classic in Hastings after this.
Just shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. You can shop our entire inventory from the comfort and convenience of your own home. Just select a vehicle and create your deal. Get an estimate for your trade-in, choose your finance or lease option, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle and any final paperwork directly to your door. It's as simple as shop, click, drive. Buy a vehicle the way you want. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at DinsdaleAuto.net.
Spencer Hilly with a nice kickoff return for the East All-Stars. And a nice little answer after the touchdown run for Brecken Erickson.
Taken out of bounds by Connor Wanda. Ball to be spotted at the 41-yard line. First and 10, East All-Stars from their own 41.
So moving out to the 40-yard line. First and 10 for the East. They have the wind at their backs. Pelican, option pitch to Schluter, and that might have been a loss of 1. Kirchhoff was out there along with Zeb Wild, and he is just that, the wild man at nose guard. Comes up and makes a tackle there. And, yeah, Schluter lost a yard on that play. 2nd and 11 upcoming. Theron Miller was out there. Hilly and Weisler split to the bottom of your screen. Hupp standing up at tight end on the far side. That's Schluter and Pelican in the backfield. Schluter looking right for Hupp, and boy, bracket coverage on that. Double covered. Rhett McFadden excited about the coverage he had underneath on that one. The celebration was as good as the play. And the pass incomplete brings up 3rd down and 11 to go. Hupp and Weisler now to the bottom. Schluter split out to the right. Weisler in motion, Pelican in the backfield. Takes the snap, has pressure right away, and throws it barely forward. Or the official's going to say it was, yeah, that's going to be intentional grounding. Pelican had no one around there. And, boy, the loss of yardage there is pretty incredible as well, all the way back to the 26-yard line. Be a 14-yard loss. And, of course, the loss of down doesn't mean it's 3rd down again. It means it's 4th down now. And 4th and 30. So Brecken Schluter, who had the little fake punt run in the first quarter, and since then, his punts have only traveled, 13, 16, 19. Got the wind at his back. Let's see if he can get into one, and he does. Drives this one deep. It is fielded by Connell at his own 36. Makes a move and gets it into East territory. So 17 on the return there for Connell. Hickman makes the tackle, and the West, coming off the touchdown run, has the lead and the ball. 8:36 officially to go here in the 4th quarter. After all of the downs and punts in that first half and into the second half, we had back-to-back touchdowns. Gustafson, 49 yards from Pelican, and then Erickson, 3 yards for the West. And that is where we stand, 14-8, and Connell quarterback sneak on 1st and 10. Will pick up about 3 on the play. QB sneak, that might be the answer to the question, what's the first play you're calling in NCAA football 25? QB sneak, 4 verts, fake field goal. What do you got? Triple option? You running with Georgia Southern? Triple option with Nebraska. Come on now. Connell, again, this might be just a bunch of quarterback sneaks the rest of the game for Connell, especially if he gets 3 or 4 yards every time. He got 4 on that one. Connell, 12 carries, 55 yards on the ground. He's 2 for 2 passing for 8 yards as well. Boone Snyder of Sutherland, his center right now. This time they will go with the dive play. Erickson left side, and he's got a first down. Got tackled by Isaac Whitmore, but 4 yards for Erickson and a first down. A reminder, we will have the full game replay coming up on our StriveSports.com post. Be able to see it on our Strive Sports YouTube as well if you are on that platform. Just as soon as we get the game over and uploaded, that's where you'll find it. Erickson, a nice crashing run. Gets it inside the 30, down around the 28-yard line. 7 yards there for Erickson. Now the West leaning back on the East when it felt like after that touchdown by Gustafson, that felt like it was the East finally, like they had been leaning on the West a little bit, and that was maybe the play to kind of open up the floodgates, but the West with a fantastic response, and now they are the ones leaning back on the East. Connell goes under center. Erickson, the fullback, fake the dive. Nope, do give it on the dive. And Erickson is going to be just shy of the 25, so he's going to be just shy of a first down. Whitmore again comes in there from the corner position and makes the tackle. Inches to go for the West. Erickson, toss sweep this time, and a first down. 10th first down of the game there for the West All-Stars as Erickson takes it 3 yards. Gets it inside to the 24-yard line. And a long, slow march to the sea for the West All-Stars right now. Connell, left side, not much doing there. Whitmore again comes up, got some help from Sam Clements as well. And just 1 yard for Connell. And now a timeout going to be taken by the East All-Stars. 4:36 to go here in the ball game. And the West clinging to the 14-6 lead. Want to take a break? Let's take a break. Well, maybe we...
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends, it's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
You've been thunderstruck, thunderstruck, yeah, thunderstruck,
Back again here in Hastings, 14-8, the West with the lead and the ball and driving. Quentin Riker bounces into the line and gets pulled backwards. Boy, a good tackle there by Spencer Eberspacher. Came around from the backside on Riker and pulled him down after a loss. I'll move it back to the 25-yard line. It's a loss of 3 on the play, and the East going to take a second timeout, so just one timeout remaining here for the East. Well, while we've got a minute, 4:27 to go here in the fourth quarter, a huge thank you to all of our Strive schools throughout the school year on the platform using Strive education products, broadcast education, digital media. This is kind of a culmination of what we do. 9 years ago, Marcus, I don't think you were with us quite yet. 9 years ago, in June of 2015, my very first Strive broadcast was the 8-Man All-Star Classic. So, except for COVID, which, of course, ruined every record streak of everything everywhere, outside of that, 9 years of doing the Sertoma game. And the broadcast has changed a little bit over the years. At first year, it was one camera, and me and Tony talking the whole time. And now we've got replay. We've got 3 cameras. We've got video up on a video board here at Hastings College. It's been really fun to be part of the evolution of the event and what has transpired therein. 3rd and 12 for the West, and they're kind of wanted a little pop pass. Now he's got blockers, and he's got some room to run. Turns the corner. He's got the first down. Trey Connell picks up the big run and make sure he can check himself out on the big screen as he's running right for it. He did. He stepped up like he was going to run, popped up like he was going to throw, and then had to run for it and does turn that corner, finally pushed out on the far side by Colton Clausen. But a nice run and the first down carry. Connell 15 carries, 67 yards. Riker 15 carries, 78 yards for the West. Quarterback sneak for Connell. The pile moves. Oh, he's still on his feet, and he's in there. Touchdown, Trey Connell. 11 yards on the touchdown run. Just keep pushing. Keep the feet moving. Look at it keep going. The 11-yard run for Trey Connell. And that just might have, it feels like it might have just sealed the deal. We're going to get an extra point kick here for, I think that's Nolan. No, hold on a second. Connor Yonda. That is Connor Yonda of Lawrence Nelson, and it is blocked. Can't advance that, but boy, flying off the edge was Jesse Steffen of Guardian Angels to block the kick. 20-8 is our score. There's a good look at Steffen, though. 20-8 here in the fourth quarter. We'll come back right after this.
Pump up your day.
Pump up my day.
Pump up my day.
Pump up my day.
With Pumped Up Rewards, you can save big on every gallon of gas just by fueling up, and even more by visiting our stores.
Do I have to?
No, just sign up. It's automatic.
Okay, good.
Sign up today at pumpandpantry.com.
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
Weisler on the kickoff return gets it across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. Chase Macy excited after that one. And Chase will lead the defensive effort here with 4:02 remaining in the fourth quarter, and now the East up against it, trailing by 2 scores at 20-8. This will be Drew Earhart of Palmyra taking the snap, dropping straight back. Now he's got some pressure, rolls to his right, now has some room to run if he can make the edge. Erickson giving chase, and Earhart gets hammered but gets the first down. They'll give him 11 yards on that run, and he earned that first down. So the first down carry, you see it at the end. Man, Earhart just walloped on the far side. It was at Brody Rogers on the tackle. And before this play, we're going to get a timeout. So while we have the timeout, let's check in down on the field with Elijah Mosier.
All right, down here with Joey Salich, just chilling here on the bench. How does it feel? Got a 2-touchdown lead.
It feels great, you know. We're up 2 touchdowns. It's always a comfy cushion, but, you know, there's a lot of football left to be played. And we just got to come out and play hard. It's not over yet.
What has this week meant to you to be playing with these teammates, putting on those South Loop colors one more time?
You know, it's great. Since I'm not going to college to play football, it's just awesome to put on the helmet one more time and come out and bond with the guys and have a good time here.
All right, go chill out with your team.
What's that?
Go hang out and chill with your team.
Yeah.
All right, Eric. I'm going to hang here myself, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Hoosier even snuck in there, too. Oh, look at that guy. Thanks, Elijah and Joey, for hanging out on the sideline. 1st and 10 here for the East from their own 43-yard line. Earhart, pass right side, picked off on the far side. The interception for Dylan Luking, and he brings it back inside the 15-yard line. The first turnover of the game goes for the West Side. So nicely done, undercutting that out route, which has been a favorite pass for the East Side today. And Luking picks it off. 3:44 to go here in the ball game. The West leading, looking for their 3rd straight win, and I think it'd be 5 of the last 6 to the West All-Stars. Peyton Abbott is deep in the backfield. He will take the handoff to the left, then bends it back to the right. Dylan Taylor comes in there to make the tackle. Also in there, Sailor Rhodes. And the final timeout for the East taken as well. And let's go back down to Elijah.
Down here with Dylan Luking, and big-time interception. You might want to say that could be the dagger in this game. How'd that feel?
Felt great. I've read the quarterback's eyes the whole time, throughout in the flats. Felt good. One of the pick 6, but he just got my ankles.
You were the defensive MVP last week in Norfolk at the Northeast Nebraska All-Star Game. How's it feel repping those school colors on that helmet once more?
Feels good. Rep Elgin for one more time, and just blessed for the opportunity.
All right, so how about this? You guys are up by 2 touchdowns. Have the ball. What does it mean that you guys might be able to hold on and win this game?
I think they burned all their timeouts, so we just keep getting first downs. We'll be good.
All right, well, you go hang out on the sideline, catch your breath, and go celebrate.
Thank you.
All right, Eric, I think we've done our job down here. I think it's up to you for the rest of the way out.
Thanks, Elijah. We'll probably try to get somebody else down there before the end of the night. You're not completely off the hook. Got to make you earn it tonight. 2nd down and 8. And this is Aiden Norman of Fullerton getting inside the 9-yard line. So 2 yards there for Aiden. Wyatt Urkoski in on that tackle from High Plains. So a 3rd down attempt upcoming with a little over 3 minutes to go in the ballgame. And before we get to this one, a delay of game. So 5 yards going to make this play a little bit more difficult for the West. Bose will go into the shotgun now, 3rd and 11. Looking to his right, swings it. Oh, tried to swing it out in the flat, and it was knocked up in the air by Eberspacher. Bose just 1 of 5 throwing. See Eberspacher reaching way up for that. So now it is 4th and 11. Quincy Riker goes out to the left side. Norman in the backfield. And a throw into the end zone. Riker can't catch up to that. And it falls incomplete. And a stop on downs for the West. Comes at the 2:36 mark here of the 4th quarter. Sudbeck in at quarterback. Whoop. Through his hands. Back down to the 1. Can he get out of the end zone? He just, I think, just does. But, yeah, it's going to be a loss all the way back to the 1-yard line for Sudbeck. So make it 2nd and 23. Sudbeck handles it clean this time, throws it deep down the far sideline for Hupp. But something that you probably haven't heard very much of, Hupp is overthrown on the play. That's hard to do. That wind out of the south, not as gusty as it was when we kicked off, but certainly still blowing plenty good, up around 20 miles an hour. Brings up 3rd down now. And the East All-Stars just 2 for 9 so far on 3rd downs. If they've gotten that deep into the down count, it's been tough sledding. Now it's Pelican at quarterback. Steps up, and he gets swung down for the safety. I think that was Erickson that got him. Let's check it on the replay here. Nope, 32. It was Zeb Wild. Wild got the safety. Yeah, how often do you get a full name on jersey on an All-Star game? I mean, maybe it's more likely, but maybe not. When's the last time we had a safety in this game? Man, now we're going to have to go to the record books. Now a free kick coming. So the free kick from Cale Gustafson as he will tee it up at the 20-yard line. Low and driving, fielded at the 30-yard line by Connell, across the 40 and just shy of the 50-yard line, so a 29-yard or a 19-yard return there for Connell. Dylan Higbee in on that tackle. And it will be the West, 1st and 10. Minute 48 to go in this one. Taylor Smith of Giltner with that carry. They'll give him 2 on the play. Toss sweet, that's Abbott. Looks for an edge. Sailor Rhodes there to ride him out of bounds. A couple of yards. Call it 3 on the carry there for Abbott. It'll be 3rd down and 5, and maybe just one more, perhaps just one more snap in this contest. But the West has won a couple of them. 3 in a row now. 2 years ago, the offensive explosion with Tyson Dankert and company, setting records along the way. Last year, another defensive slugfest. Aiden Kuster ground things out for the West. And MVP honors. And I don't think we have to snap it again. And that should do it. So the West All-Stars with a commanding second-half performance, touchdown run for Brecken Erickson, the 11-yard run by Connell on the quarterback sneak, the INT by Luking seals things up, and then the safety by Zeb Wild makes it 22-8, your final count. Wrap things up with some stats, some highlights, and we'll try to get Elijah down there with one more interview coming up here in just a little bit. And the offensive outstanding player for the West team tonight is Trey Connell from Southwood High School. As we're getting the, they're announcing, the PA is announcing the All-Stars right now, so we'll see if we can't snag those here in just a second. But some of the, some of the stats here in just a second. We welcome everyone to come to next year's game. The 40th annual All-Star Game will be back here June 21st of next year for the Sertoma 8-man All-Star Game. For the West, bit of a three-headed monster on the ground. Trey Connell, 16 carries, 78 yards, and a score. Quentin Riker, 15 carries, 78 yards, and a score, including that 41-yarder right out of the gate in the first possession for the West in the first quarter. Brecken Erickson, 9 carries, 46 yards, and a touchdown. Connell was 2 for 2, passing for 8 yards. Bose, 1 for 6 for 9. And Coach Mike Kojal of Twin Loop was like, We just want to be physical. So did a great job just pounding away at it. 46 carries, 214 yards on the ground for the West All-Stars. For the East, Brecken Schluter carried it 19 times for 91 yards. Could not find the end zone, though. Sloan Pelican, 2 carries, 13 yards. Drew Earhart, 3 carries for 11 yards. As a team, 30 carries for 88 yards. And, yes, you heard Schluter at 91 by himself. Tough sledding for the team overall for the East. They did get a few things going through the air, 6 of 14 passing overall for 107 yards. Let's take it down to the sideline with Elijah Mosier right now. Elijah?
All right, down here with the winning head coach, Mike Kozel. How does that feel to come away with the victory?
Well, it felt really good. I thought the kids made a few little adjustments, and they helped us at halftime, told us kind of what they thought was happening. We changed a couple things on blocking stuff and just decided to try to get big and run at them and try to play some smash mouth football.
All right, at the half, 6-point lead. Did it get any worrisome for you losing that lead in the third quarter?
Oh, yeah, that pass they had, they beat us in the middle. They ran motion, and we needed to change coverages, and we didn't adjust that play, and they're wide open down the middle. So that hurt us. It wasn't something we were prepared for. And so the kids did good after that. And we had one bad play on defense. Other than that, the defense played outstanding, which we thought they would. They're a pretty good group.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Best of luck in the next season.
All right.
And thank you for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, Eric, we're going to try and round up some more MVPs for you here shortly.
All right, thanks a lot, Elijah. We will get that as well. West wins it 22-8, while Elijah tracks down some more MVPs. Scoring breakdown, Quentin Riker, the 41-yard touchdown run back in the first quarter. The conversion attempt failed, and it was 6-0 there at halftime. There you're taking a look at it right now. It was a nifty one, too, on third down, third play, about the fourth play of the game. Also had this, the long touchdown pass and catch, Pelican to Gustafson, 49 yards it covered there with the blitz coming in there. And then you had the short run here for Brecken Erickson of North Platte St. Pat's. He's had quite the weekend from All-Star weeks for All-Star games as well. And then this was the quarterback sneak from Connell that ends up in the end zone. And I think we've got another interview down there, another MVP with Elijah Mosier.
All right, down here with Trey Connell of South Loop. Pick up the victory, offensive MVP. How'd that game feel on your end?
It felt amazing to be able to do it with the boys you spent the whole week with, that you got a huge connection with, and just be able to come together as a team and get it done. It was special. It was really fun.
What does it mean for you to have been selected to play in this game, spend the whole week here, and then just come out on top?
This is a super great game, so anytime you get asked if you want to play in stuff like this, it's just a huge blessing. Sertoma does a great job putting it on, but it just meant a lot to be thought of enough to be selected for this. So yeah, it was a great feeling.
All right, what's next up for you heading in the fall?
I'm going to Doane to play basketball. I'll be playing basketball at Doane this next coming year. So.
All right, congratulations. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Brecken, we'll bring you in now. Brecken, defensive MVP. It felt like you were always on the field. How'd that feel?
It was awesome. I had so much fun today. I'm not really conditioned for it, but I definitely just tried to play as hard as I could every chance I got.
All right, you had a touchdown in there as well. I mean, you were a workhorse all day. What does it mean to you to be able to play in this game? You played in the Shrine Bowl as well, but it's been a busy couple of weeks. How'd that feel?
Very, very awesome. I met a lot of new friends, Shrine Bowl and Sertoma Bowl, that I'll have for the rest of my life. It was just so much fun. I'm so happy I get to end this thing on a good note and say goodbye to football on a good note.
All right, what's next for you heading into the fall?
Heading into the fall, I'm going to UNL for school, not going for football or anything. I might get that itch next year to go try out and try to play somewhere, but just for now, I'm going for school.
All right, once again, congratulations. Great game.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'll wrap it up here for me on the sidelines. Eric, let's wrap this up here up in the booth.
Thanks a lot, Elijah. Elijah Mosier, he's off to UNK again in the fall, but done a nice job with the sideline reporting for the last couple years. Thanks, as always, to our crew, Quinn and Damon up here running cameras. Alex was down on the field. Mason and Grace, our content creators, Mitch and Marcus up in the booth. Hoosier was just running around making sure everything was plugged in. My name is Eric. Oh, he's up here now. I can't talk bad about him. My name's Eric. Thanks for watching us today on StriveSports.com. Don't forget the replay will be up just as soon as we can hit upload on YouTube as well. Have a great evening in Nebraska, and we'll see you again coming up in the fall.
Sportsmanship is facing every challenge in a competition and staying respectful through it all.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the game. It starts with respect.
Showing good sportsmanship can not only represent yourself in a good way, but also your school and your community.
Sportsmanship means playing the game the right way and treating others fair and with respect.